Alrighty then. We are waiting on the timer to count down at this point, but I might as well get in position because this is going to be a fairly long live stream. I should also put out a chat notification while I'm thinking about it. We are at negative 53 seconds. I don't even have LED open, so we'll go ahead and open it. Just waiting on it to count down. We are at negative 35 seconds. Negative 20 seconds and counting. Waiting on this LDD model to open on up. And 3, 2, 1, and we are at 0. And now we are into positive time. So I'm going to go ahead and put my back up against the pillow, let you guys take in the gorgeous view that is the Locust Sniper Rifle in its God mode, just like I did for the CUDA. I went ahead and made all the attachments for the Locust. So yeah, all my cables are having a hard time trying to get to where I'm trying to get to because of blanket issues that I got resolved. I just moved them out of the way. Alrighty then. So time to start a brand new Black Ops 3 weapon, and you guys are probably really excited about this. And unfortunately, I am not really excited about this at all. Oh gosh. We are going to be starting the Dingo today from Black Ops 3, which is by far just one of the hardest weapons to do. This is the side view of it that I'm going to have to primarily use because just look at it. It's such a complicated build. It's not even funny. There's like all these side details and just, God, this is going to be such a difficult build. I don't even think I'm going to finish this one, to be completely honest. I mean, like, look at this grip area down here. Like, why? Just why? Why? I can't even. And the only thing that's going to make my life 10 times easier than what it is right now is by using these pieces right here, which practically no one has in their collection of Legos. Anyhow, to start it off, we're going to have a base, basically, 4-stud wide base. Pretty standard stuff, to be honest. So that's right there. That's all of that. And then yeah, I'm gonna hate my life doing all this. I am not in the slightest happy about having to do this model um, at all. Like I'm not even kidding. Hey, Datlin, he plays this. You in chat now. I just got done doing a Black Ops 3 live stream as well. Just playing around with a Dynamo class that I had set up with the KN-44. Fairly fun class to run around with. Definitely was doing pretty damn good with it, to be honest. A lot better than what I thought I was, because usually whenever you're being like watched by someone on a stream or something like that, you do way, way worse than what you would normally. But that was not happening, so I was really, really happy with how that stream turned out. I was definitely kicking some ass, to be honest. It is, in fact, a pain in the ass to build. I'm going to hate my life doing this a lot, but I think it's going to pay off in the end, hopefully. If it doesn't, Gonna be slightly upset, but should be kind of okay. So, disclaimers. Yeah, I'm kind of lazy too, which is why I'm dreading kind of making this. Disclaimers though, I have an itchy nose, first off, and I'm texting at the same time at the live stream. So yes, I'm there's a lot going on behind me. This is also kind of trying to think about how I'm going to do this. Yeah, the magazine design isn't something that I quite understand from the Treyarch community. I understand it's a very futuristic game, and I understand the technology could be much better than what it is now. But weapon design, generally speaking, sticks to the keep it simple, stupid rule, where it's like the more complex, the higher the chances of something fucking up and going wrong. And if you're on a battlefield, I don't particularly think that you want your weapon to really not work because of some complex design. Like, for example, how it reloads, you have to like unattach a lever through like a feed tray basically. So that doesn't seem to be like that great of a design because if that feed tray were to break on you somehow and you can't unattach the lever, then your magazine is stuck inside the weapon and you're not going to be able to reload, which pretty much makes the weapon entirely useless. So I don't understand that. I don't know why your screen is black. Datlin he plays is able to see it just fine from what I understand. He hasn't complained about it. So yeah, there's quite a few weapons in game that are highly inaccurate in terms of what we understand in weapon design nowadays. But they have this awesome looking animation, and that's all that really matters, I guess. The KN-44 is, like you said, one of the most practical. I can agree with that. It's just a straight AK design from the looks of it. The magazine release is in a spot that makes sense. The stock and the barrel and the gas tube, all that makes sense. The handguard, everything. That just it makes sense from what we understand. Doing all the details on this weapon are going to be super hard. There's like a screw here, and then these lines here. I'm thinking about doing basically. Let me think that one will be there. That will be there. That one will be there. Gonna take these. So that it don't work out like I wanted it to. So to make it work like I want to, I'd have to space it out just a little bit more, which means doing that. Kind of like that. I don't know how I feel about doing all that just yet. We'll see as we progress. I don't even want to think about holographic guns or anything like that. And then on the front here is this like little jut out. So to do this, kind of, we'll start with that. And then we will go, it's too small for a finger. It's not good enough. We'll just do something kind of like that. So the stream cut out, which I didn't even notice. Um, so yeah, chances are the stream will cut out more times tonight. So if I'm not like saying goodbye or anything like that, then the stream cut out, which means probably something will like the stream will resume after a short period of time. So just like be a little bit more patient with it basically, and everything will come back up. It's the best COD in my opinion. That's a hard question. Uh, trying to think. I mean, I played a pretty hefty amount of Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was pretty good. And to be honest, I kind of like Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is not that bad. The only problem that I have with Black Ops 3, God, just hated one man army. Anyone who used and abused that, just no. No thank you. Uh the Spaz 12, I remember being like super good in that game. Like if you were running the Spaz 12, you were fine for like the rest of the game. Noob tubes were like a huge problem. Love Black Ops 2 to death. Black Ops 2 was a really well balanced game. Um, I'm a huge fan of Black Ops 2. I put a lot of time into Black Ops 2. I'm pretty sure my sister still puts like a crap ton of time into the game as well. Um, so yeah, I just Black Ops 2, great game. Did a lot of sniping on Black Ops 2. I'm no pro sniper or anything, but it was definitely fun in that game. That's why I like the ballista so much. Plus the DSR, and I built the SVUAS. There's only one sniper rifle in that game that I haven't built. I wasn't big in the Modern Warfare 2 because I wasn't old enough to really do something like that. I was a huge Modern Warfare 4 player. I definitely enjoyed that game, but it wasn't without its problems either. So this up here is actually going to be 6 studs. Because it kind of narrows down to 4 right here. I'm happy that Treyarch listens to the community, but the majority of the problems that I have with Treyarch is that they are partnered with Activision, who's currently really, really killing the Call of Duty community. Uh, I just that's something that I don't like. I understand it's business, and that's kind of what you have to do whatever you need to do. Like if you lack the funds or anything like that to truly build up your studio or something like that, you have to go through and partner with a much larger company, but at the same time, like literally any other company would be better for you. It's my favorite gun in Black Ops 2, probably the PDW-57. That's why I put so much time into really trying to get that weapon correct when I did the Master Edition version of it. M27, pretty good gun, like almost no recoil, moderate damage, moderate rate of fire. Really good iron sights. That's also another good point. And I kind of want this grip to actually connect to something down here, but I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. Because I haven't experimented with these pieces enough to really test that out. And I want to say that these are completely different angles, so it's going to pull away just like that. Hmm. I might go ahead and I'll take this down. And I should be able to put a 4 over top of that like so. If I can fit a 6 with studs on top, I might be able to fit that on the inside. You can see it kind of gets thicker back here. Goodbye. Keep messing around with this design just a little bit. This looks like it would fit one of these like perfectly. Oh my gosh, and it almost would. I don't think LDD is going to recognize that as yeah, it doesn't recognize that as being able to go through there. And it's not like I can really adjust it either. Damn, that's so close. Yeah, I understand your pain, dude. That really sucks. How's your arm doing, by the way? I wanted to ask you about that. Is it getting better, worse, indifferent, the same? Like, how do you feel? Oh my gosh. That's like it's right there. It's literally you're like right there. Like in real life, all you'd have to do is LDD counts it. Holy shit. All right, perfect. Awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. We're happy. Everything's good right now. All we got to do is throw that on down. Throw another one through here. Kind of take these side on down right through here. Take a 4-pin and slide it on through, and we're good. Everything is good. That connects. Now all we got to do is design the lower part of this, and I'm happy. Your mood isn't going well? What's up? Well, yeah, what's up with your mood? Everything okay? You just got released from school. What does that mean? Like you just got out of school or you got like kicked out, I guess is the word. Like what do you mean you just got released from school? So there's a I want to get the angle here. Ah, summer vacation. Okay. I see. That's what you meant. I just my bad. I thought you meant that you got kicked out or something. Okay, so I can't put those there because I have to have these to make sure that it stays, that the grip is actually attached down here at the bottom. Um, I'm trying to figure out what we could do. I might be able, I guess I could try to do like a sideways system. Oh, you're okay, dude. And it's still gonna be off. So what if I try these pieces? These pieces are too much of an angle. Um, yeah, okay, so this is like a perfect 45-degree angle, I believe. So this is kind of hard to replicate. Um, this is going to end up like the CUDA stock where it takes me like hours on end just to do this one little section of it. It'd be an interesting piece to use, but I don't think it'll work for where we need it to. Thank you, mate. It uses some specialty pieces that most people don't have in their collection. I used these pieces on the Peacekeeper when I was building it. That's where I first kind of noticed them. I have 3 more left in my collection. I use them on my phone stand whenever I'm sitting around the room. trying to figure out how I can. This is going to be slightly easier to do. But this is. Like, okay, so let's say we kind of delete this bottom part. I won't do that side just yet. I don't know, we'll delete it like right through here. How big is this? It's a 2x3, where's the 2x2? We'll delete the 2x2, right? And we'll come in with this 2x4 plate, and we'll do it sideways, which we can't because we still have this side over here. I guess we are deleting that side, in fact. So we'll take this 2x4, we'll put it through here, and then we will set that down. Okay, so that would make it straight. Actually, no, it wouldn't. That'd still be at an angle. So if we there we go. This is basically what I need to do right here. And then hopefully see if we can drop this down by like one stud and then attach like a plate to this and it perfectly align, please. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank the heavens. Everything is working out today and I am incredibly, incredibly happy. This is it's a first. I did not honestly expect this to work. Like first time. That's I'm 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 impressed. I'm honestly impressed. I don't know how. I'm not gonna say anything. The gods of Legos have spied or looked down upon me and they said that you deserve a break and they gave me a break by just insane. This is I'm impressed. I figured it was gonna be kind of like the CUDA stock, like all over again. I'd have to sit here for like hours on end, uh, messing around with this to try to get it to work, but it's not the case. I was able to get it to work like first time, and I am now incredibly happy. Of course, this doesn't work. That was going to be a reinforcement piece, but whatever. I'll just place that on down like so. I am I'm happy. I'm just that's that's a first right there. That was epic. That's the only way to really put it. I haven't messed with these things before very much in the past. The Peacekeeper is about the only experience that I have with them, and I was just able to take them and make them quite useful. Hello, just a person. I don't think I've ever seen you in chat before, to be honest. Unless you're someone who's been in chat before and you just changed your name. But in case you are new, welcome. I think I'll actually take these down to just being 3. Ah, you changed your Google name. Okay, that's what I thought. I figured you were someone who's been in chat before and you just changed names. So just like that, we have the start of the Dingo. Okay, I see. I understand that. I'm still a huge Pokemon fan, though. I play Pokemon all the time. And my Black Ops 3 live stream that I just put out today featured Dynamo on it because I was running around with the KN-44, which had a Dynamo on it. It's pretty legit, to be honest. Just gonna kind of clean this up just a tad bit here. This is kind of messy. I think I can slide in this piece right through here. No, no, of course not. All right. Um, I wanted to be able to put that in there so I didn't have to worry about how dirty it looks because it looks kind of dirty. There's going to be a tad bit of a gap, but should be somewhat okay with that. I wanted to come through and I wanted to change these from being just separate pieces. We'll go with a full 4. That'll kind of help with tightening everything together. I'm going to readjust. I understand. I'm kind of getting a little fed up with the newer generations of Pokemon because they aren't kind of like the originals. I understand the push for 3D technology and different things like that, but at the same time, I kind of want things to be like the originals, and the newer stuff is not like that, and kind of bums me out just a little bit. So there's a screw down here. It probably should go up a little bit higher. So to put it up higher, we'll just use a plate somewhere like this. That's all good, mate. I understand. Thank you for stopping by, saying hi. It's nice of you. So, gonna finish off kind of the back section of this. We need to drop a 1 and then kind of take these on downwards like so. I don't like the whole surprise egg channels. I didn't even think that was an actual thing until I watched a video on it, and it turns out it is in fact an actual thing, and I lost all faith in humanity at that point. Um, why? I mean, it just those kids look like they want to kill themselves. Have you seen like their kids? They're like forced into doing these things, and it doesn't, I don't understand why. I really don't. Anyhow, to make this appropriate where it should be, it needs to go down 4 studs. So then the bottom 2 plates will be 2. Because if we drop a 4 kind of coming down, as you can see, it's flush now, which is something that we need because I need to be able to do this kind of coming downwards so that I can do this kind of front section right here going up that way. But I think that's something that we're going to do later on. I think I'm going to kind of focus on doing the back end of all of that. Um, so I did see iDubbbz's video. That was in fact the video that I watched. So there has to be a line that comes down for the gray. As you can see, there's gray. So the line is going to be straight down off the back here. But of course, I'm going to make it so the line exists, but it's going to be strong on the inside, basically. So yes, this piece is going to go back this way, and then you can get the outside of it to be that gray, so you don't have to worry about things not working like they shouldn't. I'm going to take this kind of coming back like so. Drop a 3 coming down to the back. Just like so. I think what we'll do is we'll grab all this and we'll turn it all black so that we can see exactly how this is going to work. Should be silver and that should be silver. Silver and silver. Grab the gray because this up here should be gray, which is why I did the 2 different things in the middle. We're going to switch over to the gray now. And we need to kind of come through and color this. So you can see it kind of comes over. And then it's going to come down through the back here. Should be fairly simple to do. See, it kind of does this weird thing down here. So to do that, do something like this. This piece here will be replaced by these. Then we can take a 3 and come down like that. Right about here, we have these kind of pieces coming out. Just like so. Alrighty then. Actually, I might extend this angle out to the 3s. Like that. Okay, come on, don't stop fighting me. Just go where you need to go. I actually need to take that like that, throw it on a 4, and then take these going across. Drop a plate, and then drop a cheese wedge, just like so. There's all sorts of different techniques to make a non-exposed rubber bands. You can do it, mate. So we do something like that. Actually, I think because the back pieces here are going to be these. And they end like right on top of where this should be. So like technically this piece would be where these are. So this would be like way up here. Which means I need like to extend this up by a tad bit. All right, so how are we gonna do this? How are we going to accomplish moving this? I think the simplest way of doing it is simply grabbing all of these, pulling them out of the way, and throwing down just one right through here. Pull these back in. And that should still connect. Yeah, okay, so that still connects. That's good. And I think that is how we will do it. So, yes. Now then, something that I want to do with this model is make it extremely, extremely, extremely strong. So, the way that we can do this is going to be somewhat complex, but it will pay off with the amount of strength that's going to be involved in the final product. So the way that you can do this is by using Technic beams going up throughout the entire model itself. Is there one shorter than that? How long is that? It's 9. It's 9, 7. 7 would put it right there. Let's try a 7, but I think a 7 would be too short. If we move this piece on up just a little bit, 7 would work out. I'll move it up one more. Just like so. And then, for those of you who don't know, the magic number here is every 2 you put down, another one will clip in. So 2 flats and then another one will come in so that you can get this regular pattern going on, and that will help strengthen up the walls because they won't be able to pull away from one another. So that's something that I wanted to do in this model. The other thing is that I'm going to leave part of this area back here hollow, and the reason for that is because I want to be able to kind of lessen the weight that's going to be on the back of this model. I want to say when Extreme Guns built his model, it was extremely, extremely heavy. So if I can decrease the amount of weight in certain points of the model where I'm kind of fearing stress points, like where weakness would be, we can overall increase the amount of strength in those areas because they're not holding up as much weight, essentially. So I just said like a lot of words, and hopefully some of you understand it. So now I got to do these. Have you seen Squidward hit the dab though? Like it's funny. I laughed way too hard when Squidward hit the dab. Like seriously, like way, way harder than what I should have. All right, so this is going to be, yeah, it's hilarious. I loved it. I was Squidward, and then he dabs, and he's just like, oh, he's great. I got something in my eye. Man, it kind of hurts actually. I think I got it out. All right, so back to building this incredibly complex monstrosity of a fucking weapon. Um, so this angle here is about the same angle there, so I think we'll go with just doing these off the back. And I go to say to make it stronger, we're going to have to cross these over one another. And then take this 4x4 and just kind of run it through the back here, like so. I go to say that that's pretty good right now. Should be able to take these and kind of turn them around and use them on the inside. So if we drop a a 4 coming down here and another 4. Ah, we can't. Okay, so that is slightly disappointing. No matter. Take a 6 and another 6. Take a 3 and a 3 just to give us room to build on the inside with this. Like I said, I'm going to try to leave some of these areas hollow on the inside. Where are we at? We're kind of through this back area through here. Just all of this up here. Like, what is this? The gun does, in fact, have some useless extra pieces. If you like, what is this back here? Uh, I don't know. Um, why does all of this have to be on the gun? Why does all of this have to be on the gun? That'd be kind of heavy. It's already a light machine gun. Like all this extra weight that you're adding on with all these extra parts are just dumb. There's 2 barrels on it, and you only use one of them. So why would you have another barrel? Um, like at all? So yeah, there are in fact extra pieces on this gun that just don't make sense at all, and none of us know why because well, we weren't there when the gun was designed by whoever at Treyarch. And it wasn't designed off of any known weapon, that's for sure. Elsewise, it would make sense and it'd be practical. All right, so this is a little complex to be honest. Especially for some futuristic LMG too. Like I figured in the future LMGs would get smaller over time so that they were easier to carry and were lighter, but this is kind of proving that point wrong. So I don't understand really. I'm kind of trying to decide what I'm going to do here because I'm having a tad bit of dimension issues. So the stream cut out again, and I didn't hear it because of since I have my computer volume muted. In case it cut out in the middle of me explaining what we're doing, I'm shortening this back section because of it looked too thick. It was kind of too fat. So I got to shorten all of this by 2 studs, which is pretty easily, to be honest. Mainly because the brackets that we used going up this way. So that looks better in the grand scheme of things. lock it down using 1x4s and then a 2x4. It's a little bit skinnier now. Hmm. I still feel like it needs to go kind of. Hey, Alan's Lego. How you been lately? We haven't talked in a while. I know you've been kind of busy with all your fun and all this other stuff that you've been doing, but how you been, mate? Oh yeah, I need to drop these two, so we're gonna take a 3 and then a 4 to go around. A 3 and then a 4. And then what is this piece? This piece is a 2x2, so we'll just take this down to a 2x1, set it back one, and then we'll drop. Damn it, stop that. Nothing much. We're building the Dingo right now. A lot going on. I'm glad that you're doing good. I understand that. I've kind of gotten busy myself lately, to be honest. There's been a lot going on in my life. I just got a job myself, so that's going to be starting up soon, and I'm kind of afraid that that's going to take up a pretty hefty amount of time, to be honest. That I don't want to leave my channel. But a job is a job, and a job is a good thing, so. So I feel like these 16s are going to be a little bit long for what we're going to do back here, but I'm going to stick with them um, so that we can get the scale down. How's my job at? My job is at a church that's around me as a daycare, basically. Right now they're doing a summer daycare, so I'm going to be taking care of some kitties. Should be really fun. I think the dimensions back here are going to be around the 8. You work 2 jobs? Holy crap, dude. Wow. I'm really impressed by that. That's a lot of work on your part. I can understand why you don't have any time working that many jobs. Woof. This angle here almost looks like this angle here, except this one has a little bit sharper going this way. So I think what we're going to do is use the same pieces that we used going through here. I wish I had free juice. I don't think we get free juice, but hopefully we do. 2 jobs plus school, dude. I understand you being busy. Where do you work by chance? I know, I want to say the last time we talked, you talked about working inside of a restaurant of some sort. Has that changed, or is that just completely wrong? Ah, sports store. And a fast food place. Okay. Do you get well, you probably get discounts at both those places. So do you eat at your same workplace or no? Because I know a lot of people like who start working, like they'll eat there and then they'll just like stop eating there because they get so fed up with the food. So is that, have you gotten fed up with the food at this point or no? You sharpen hockey skates. That sounds like fun. If this is indeed the angle that we're going to go with, I need to push it up just a little bit farther. I gotta say there is pretty good. About 3 studs worth of space. And then I need to determine how wide it's going to be. Am I going to leave it at 4 studs and am I going to make it a total of 6? I think 4 studs would be good and beneficial, so we're going to go with 4. And we're going to work on taking this on down the length of the model. Ah, you don't eat there because it's nasty. Okay. I understand, dude. I can't stand certain fast food restaurants down here. Denny's, for example. I don't know if you know what a Denny's is or not, but a Denny's, if you don't know, you might or might not. I apologize if you do know because I'm going to explain it. A Denny's is like a fast food restaurant for breakfast, basically. And almost every Denny's I've ever been in has had some of the worst customer service I've ever had in my life. It's I've had like entire orders fucked up. Uh, Hold on, let me a second. I gotta answer this guy. I've had entire orders fucked up. Like I've been charged twice for certain aspects of the meal, even though I only ate it once, and the people like refused to let me leave until like I paid them for it, even though I only ate like once. So you've never heard of it, okay? So yeah, I just I don't go to Denny's anymore. I'm done with Denny's as of right now. I'm good. If I want breakfast, I'll make it myself. Ah, see, Datlini plays know what I'm talking about too. Like usually when there's a sign that says please wait to be seated, yeah, I have a little bit of trouble waiting on people to come like give me a seat. I have to generally I just sit down myself and then someone like eventually realizes I'm not eating anything and comes over. Just the meat at the store is gross. I could understand that. We had a little bit of a thing with Taco Bell around here. So I think we might be getting a little bit on the thick side. Oh gosh, I got burps. Oh god. But yeah, I think we might be getting on a little bit of the thick side right around here, where like these are currently, but if I move it down through here, we might be okay. But I kind of wanted this to carry on up through all of it. I know Taco Bell isn't too bad in Canada because your regulations in Canada are a little bit different. I want to say you guys have like all natural beef up in Canada and used in the taco meats. But down here, it's this pink slime kind of thing. It was a huge controversy a while back. It's all right. I still absolutely adore Taco Bell. So you can see it kind of dips in just a little bit here. This is a 10, so we're going to drop this down to an 8 because it kind of dips in by 2. I wouldn't mind living in Canada. I know it's going to be more expensive because, like you said, uh, your standards are stricter. But at the same time, I'd much rather give up an extra $2, $3 per meal for better quality food. It just it just makes sense to me, to be honest. So this should be a darker gray, and it is, which is good. It's too long. So what is this? This is a 12. Let's drop this down to a 10. Should be. It's gonna have to be 9, which means we're gonna have to do an 8 and then a 1, like this. Just a little bit better. Literally anything I could think of is more expensive in Canada. It's probably a good thing though. I wouldn't doubt that your uh, like quality of life is just much higher here in the United States, but no one really notices because you guys kind of fly in underneath the radar. I wouldn't mind eating at an In-N-Out, except I can't find any In-N-Outs here in Florida, so I can't taste their meals. It's my one problem with In-N-Out. I do like the idea of not being in debt for the rest of my life because of a hospital visit. That's something that appeals to me. Um, I just know a lot of horror stories about people being in debt for the rest of their life to medical companies. People who are harassed by phone companies all the time trying to get their debt back. Apparently, there's this stuff called zombie debt, which is debt that after the person has died, like gets brought onto you, so you still have to pay it. Just kind of looking at how I'm going to do this back here. What I'm thinking is these are 16s up here. We delete the 16s. We take a kind of see like there's an angle back here. We're going to take threes and we're going to run threes going like so. Paint them the gray. Oh yeah, that's it's something that's fairly common down here. Pretty much everywhere in America. You can hear people talking about paying off until like they'll get hurt at the like being a teenager because they're into like skateboarding or something like that, and they'll have to sit there and pay off. Um, money for the rest of their life. You hear about like relatives or something like that who, um, like out of nowhere, suddenly there's debt on their front door from someone who died like years ago. It's really saddening, to be honest. Yeah, see that's I can understand. Like once you die, like all the debt you have just leaves. So it's kind of this line back here, and I'm on par with this right here. So I think to do that line, we'll take this up two-ish. Just kind of get all the dimensions down. So let's go through, kind of fill in on the inside through here. Um, so you can see most of this is full, other than that orange spot. So 10, 14, 14, 14. We don't have a 14. What if we do a 12? Like so. We'll do these corner pieces that wrap around on both ends. And then so let's take a look at these. We have a 15, a 13, and an 11. I think we'll plop that down there, plop that down there, and there. What's that 11 at? That was too small. 13. Drop a 13 going through here. And then do these going throughout all of it. And that'll help kind of ridge everything up just a little bit. So the P90 is done? Is that what I'm hearing right now? Because I'm hoping it's done. Because you know it's been a long time. I'm really hoping that it's done. I want it to be done. Sweet. Confirmed on live stream. The P90 is in fact done. Can't wait. Like, just want it so badly. It's been so long, and it's probably paid off like tremendously because it's going to be such a good gun. But I cannot wait to see that weapon. Heard it here, guys. Confirmed on stream by the man who made it himself. So, what you're making next is up to you. I want to see you kind of make a Black Ops 3 weapon, but at the same time, they're kind of not that fun to make Kind of dreading making this Dingo because it's just so complicated looking for like no reason at all. Summer vacation starts soon. Then that means we should get a lot more guns starting to flow out. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We're going to use these 16s as placeholders once more. Ooh, yeah, the locust would be really awesome for you to do. So you can see that there's like this curve going along here, this edge, because it's reflecting light. So what I'm thinking about doing is running a 12 and a 12 going backwards like so, deleting both of these. I need a screw hole here and here. Put that in place, grab a screw, put it on down like so. And then I need another screw right about here. Like so. Put a 4 here and a 4 here. AUGs are pretty awesome, to be honest. I really like the looks of the AUG. Bullpups in general are pretty awesome weapons. So you can see this kind of curves back up going this way. But I don't want this to stay 4 studs here. So this is to get kind of complex really quick. Because that means that somewhere right about here we're going to have to expand out into 5 studs. So that I can do this kind of lower receiver down here. And then kind of keep this line flowing through here. So that's got to be a thing. I think we will cross that bridge whenever we come to it, though. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna make it 5 stud wide. It's just gonna, that's something that I think I'm gonna save for later. It's like 12 o'clock, and I should probably ask someone if they're on Xbox, because I was gonna play Black Ops 3 tonight. Just a little bit more, and we're pretty good. We're an hour and 20 minutes in, and we've done this much of it, but we're fairly, we're doing good. That's what we're trying to say. This 4 thing that we're trying to do, I think I'm gonna go with that. Kind of take and use this basically as the orange back here, or a yellow if you want. Let's go with a yellow instead. Night, Alan. Good luck with your jobs and everything. I don't know why I was trying to put a 4 in there when I could just put down a 6. Hopefully this 12 fits. Oh, it just doesn't fit. Oh, it's only like one stud off, damn. Then we'll drop it down to a 10, and then throw down a 1, and another 10, and then another 1, like so. Now we need to do that edge that we kind of see through here. And I think this is going to stay 2 studs, so we'll take in, throw down a 2 and another 2, like that. And then we do this edge. So for the edge, just gonna run a crap ton of these basically down the entire length of the model. Up to here. Where it needs to be yellow. Just like so. We're actually gonna extend out this back section by 1 stud. Kind of like so. And that should give me just like a little bit more room to work with. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. I'm going to save kind of doing all these details for last. So here's a better look at everything. Oh boy, this is going to be hard. Oh yeah, this is not going to be fun at all. Wow, man, that just oof. I, oh man, I don't. Do I continue on more or do I call it a night right there? Because that kind of made me not want to do very much more of this, to be honest. That was kind of intimidating, at least to say. It's a fairly good amount of things going on in one spot at a time. Just kind of flat throughout here. Then like right about here, it kind of comes out. We'll take this up by just a little bit one. Yeah, but the thing is, Luke isn't on the Xbox yet. So even if I like get off, I don't have anything to really do, to be honest. Until Luke gets on. So I think I'll just work on doing all of it until he gets home, basically. You can see it kind of curves. That's not that good of a curve. I need just like one more stud between it all. So take it on out. Just like that. Basically, and delete that because I don't need it anymore. And it comes straight down. way to the bottom. Which I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna take it straight down and figure out how to connect this bottom part down here. What I'm kind of thinking is we're going to try to do the same thing that we did up front, basically, where we use these pieces. It's off, and that's off, unfortunately, which means we're going to have to kind of extend this on out a little bit. So we take these on out by like a stud's worth. I think that'll put me within range of using a 1x2 with a hole in the middle, like it did on the front. Okay, these pieces can't get around these. Alright, so if we drop a through right there, will LDD recognize the fact that these pieces cannot? Nope. Cool. Can I come down by like one stud and then it work? No, that's way off. What if I were to take and put it up right about there? No, that's off. I know what we could do. We could try to take these on back by like one. Let's go back just one more. We're a little bit closer, but I don't think we're close enough. That's too far off from the hole. Yeah, my luck isn't here on this one. I used it all up in the grip, basically. There's another piece that we could possibly use, though, right here. I gotta say that that's probably too far off. Pretty rough until I can figure out exactly where this piece will fit in and if it will fit in. Okay, so if we drop this down by a little bit, will it, just one more? Will that recognize it? It's going through. That's close enough for me, to be honest. It's good enough. I'll slide a thing over here. Come back through and clean up everything. That's close enough. If LDD recognizes it, then we're good. It might not even work in real life, but LDD recognized it, so it's whatever. Now we just need to kind of close off this gap here, which I don't know how we're going to do. Because I don't think the same method's going to work here because I need this to kind of stay closer together. So we should... This piece won't fit, obviously. Yeah, see, it won't fit. It's too fat. That's too little of a slope. This will stick out and won't even fit. What if I... take one of these coming up too high, so we'll drop that. Take it down by 1. Put this back on up like so. And then try to use... These fit? Of course. Of course, of course, of course. It was... Okay, so a 3, a 2, and then another one of these, and that will fit a one of these here. And we could probably take it this like so, and then a 4 coming up like that. Wow, that doesn't even fit. Come on, that totally fits. Seriously. Um, huh. There's just like nothing that will fit through here. That like almost fits. That's like almost perfect right there. Alrighty then. Well, instead of doing that, why don't we just do still too high. If we drop it down one, it's going to be too low. Honestly, that's good enough for me. 'Cause that's pretty damn close. Main problem is the stock doesn't do that shape when it gets down to there. It does this basically. See you later. Thanks for coming out and watching the stream. Getting closer though to the overall design that we have in mind. Hopefully just taking this down to 1 will let a 4 slip through here, and it will. Good. Take that 4. Take a 2x4. And then run these up the back of it. So that's the back of here. To do the bolt design, we're going to use bracket pieces. Fairly standard. To give it a smooth look, we're going to use these first. And then these on top of it so that it fits, not those, these ones, directly on top of it so you don't see the exposed studs on it. And we're going to make this a copper color. Like so. Drop one there, drop one there. I think we'll just do like an overall shape of it basically. That kind of comes like that. And you can see it kind of comes back out again. So the reason I use these pieces, because then these will lock over top to help keep all of that where it's supposed to be. To clean this on up just a little bit down here. Just like so. Then we're going to basically just go straight up with it for the most part. We're going to alternate back and forth between 2x4s and stuff. Up to about kind of through here. So we got kind of a ways to go. Gonna keep rotating these on around so that they lock in together firmly. actually take and drop these down by a whole. Yeah, we're going to drop these on down. By one. Alright, so Luke is going to be on after he eats dinner, so the stream is going to come to an end relatively soon, maybe another 10, 30 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, who knows. Whenever Luke decides to finish eating dinner, essentially. I don't have any of the slopes down through here. I don't have any of the slopes down through there. Grab a slope coming in like that. Slide one of these in. Slide one of these in. Really grab everything and pull it all together. And then one of those on top to get this out. And then I just opened Windows Movie Maker because, you know, I need to edit a movie, apparently. And then instead of doing a angle like this, we're going to do something like that for the top. I don't know why those two pieces were there. And I think that's as far as we're really gonna get tonight. I think that's where we're gonna end it. So I can go play some Black Ops 3 after an hour and 46 minutes, approaching the 47th minute mark. This is as far as we got. This is a lot of work, and I mean a lot. This is going to be a lot more time than the CUDA took. The CUDA in total is 9 hours and 45 minutes long, and that was with every single attachment. We are already an hour and 47 minutes long into this build, and we've only gotten the lower receiver kind of almost somewhat done. We got the grip, which is kind of where some of the trouble is, and some of the stock done, but not all of it, because there's another working feature that's going to be kind of hard to do. But hopefully soon, maybe tomorrow, I do a little bit more work on the Dingo. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one, especially if you want to see this Dingo built and everything. We're going to save this image and save this image too. And then I'm going to call it there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, comment, rate, and subscribe.